Hello, world. Happy Monday, Dad.
Thank you.
Did you have a good Easter?
I sure did.
Long time no see.
Yeah.
Hey.
It feels good though, getting to see you every day.
Isn't that, I agree with that. Isn't it neat how through technology, like anybody in the whole world can be watching, you play your songs and we can interact with people. I mean, Pope Francis could be watching right now in the Vatican. I'm just saying, not that he likely is, but just, you never know, bro. You could be stomping his feet and saying...
I heard a story about him,
he like the two-step mamu.
Two-step mamu.
We have something special to commemorate today, Pop?
Yeah, well, today is the 26th gig showing, whatever it is, today. And today is April the 13th.
Mm-hmm.
And April 13th, there are two special birthdays today. One is from my father, who was born in April 13th, 1912. He'd be 108 years old today if he'd be alive. And my sister, Riddell, was born on his birthday.
But we don't want to say how old. We don't want to say how old Riddell is.
No,
that's not a. We don't talk about age.
No. You're right.
But
I'm gonna wish her a happy birthday.
Before we do that, though, Papa passed away. Was it 1980?
Exactly, January 31st, 1980. You're right.
I remember one time you said, Sha, I don't believe in reincarnation, but if I did, I'd love to come back as. Can you finish that statement? What you always said you like to come back as one of Lucy's.
Cats. Man, you talk about having made of cat.
Them cats,
Yeah.
Lucy's cats live the sweet life. Huh? Dad said,
Man.
Sha, I don't believe in reincarnation, but if I had a choice, boy, I'd love to come back as one of Lucy's cats. All right, so a special happy birthday to my Aunt Riddell and my Papa Campbell. So let's wish them a happy birthday, and then I'm going to get to our greeting comments from our followers for today.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Riddell. Happy birthday to you.
All right, and many more. All right, Dad, these are the people checking in with comments. Silas Fontenot from Ville Platte said, good afternoon, y'all.
Good afternoon.
My brother-in-law, Mike Sistrunk, good afternoon, everyone. Lou Amar saying a good afternoon. This girl, I've never heard of her before, Melissa Campbell. Maybe she's related to us some kind of way. She says, hey, how y'all are? And she has the same name as my sister. That's a coinky-dink.
Yeah.
Mr. Terry Dore, hey guys. Nanny Madeline checking in. Miss Carolyn Viantor saying, happy Monday, Mr. Pat and Brian. You see that sign of respect? You get the Mr. I get Brian.
No, you're Mr. too. Mr. Pat and Mr. Brian. That's what that means.
I'm just kidding. Nanny Cheryl checking in. Miss Desley, good afternoon, Campbell's. And Miss Christine Dore with 2 exclamation points telling us that she's watching. Owen Como's watching. Coco, Miss Joycelyn's, hello, Miss Joycelyn and everybody. Let's see, Miss Corman saying good afternoon. Oh, Dr. Gerald Carlson checking in.
Hey, Dr. Carlson.
He said, give your dad my best, and he's listening to some great music.
Hey, I heard the redfish are running, Doc.
How can they run, Dad? They're fish.
That's true, you got me.
Good afternoon, Coco Broussard. Dude,
Coco.
that sounds... Coco and I need to do a podcast.
I want to ask Coco a question.
Yeah.
Has his mom ever went to him and said, hey, mon Coco, too? Yeah.
I can't answer that, but maybe Coco can. Happy birthday. Miss Carmen's wishing a happy birthday. Miss Kelly Broussard checking in. She's here. And Miss Janet Landry saying it's a beautiful day to
Hey,
go
Janet.
outside and enjoy after your session. That's right. You got to watch the session. Don't forget, we give out the super secret word at the end, so you got to stay for that. Good afternoon, Campbell's, Miss Joycelyn, Miss Kelly. Jason, my brother's checking in. Oh, Michael Langley. Hello from Tennessee.
Michael!
All right.
Hi, Mike.
I
Ain't seen him
love
since
technology.
Jordan's funeral.
I love technology. Mr. Eugene Garcia checking in, and Miss Elaine Bork. Dad, why don't we get to our first song? The name of the song is "If I Were a Pretty Little Girl." So I wanted to make sure I preface that's the name of the song. I didn't want to like just say a statement,
No, I like
and then all of a sudden they're like, "Man, Brian's been quarantined for too long, bro. He's thinking he wants to be a pretty little girl." That's the name of the title of the song,
Yeah.
right? Although I don't judge.
And it's in English, but it's played by Lawrence Walker.
Lawrence Walker. Go ahead, Pop.
If I were a pretty little girl and had me lots of money, I'd buy me a guitar player, he'd be as good as any. He'd pick, I'd pick, we'd both pick together. Wouldn't we have a lot of fun picking on one another? If I had a pretty little girl and had me lots of money, I'd buy me a Cajun player, he'd be as good as any. He'd squeeze, I'd squeeze, we'd both squeeze together. Wouldn't we have a lot of fun squeezing on one another? If I were a pretty little girl and had me lots of money, I'd buy me a fiddle player, he'd be as good as any. He'd rub, I'd rub, we'd both rub together. Wouldn't we have a lot of fun rubbing on one another? If I was a pretty little girl, had me lots of money, I'd buy me a drum player, he'd be as good as any. He'd beat, I'd beat, we'd both beat together. Wouldn't we have a lot of fun beating on one another?
Dad, I saw first of all, well done.
Thank you.
I saw, you know how sometimes on billboards they'll have some little catchy signs, you know, for
That's a
restaurants.
good
And this
one.
is,
Oh, yeah.
Now, I saw one, and I saw it on the internet, so I didn't, I was not riding around. But tell me if you'd be more likely to partition this place or less likely. It was a barbecue restaurant, they barbecue.
Well, I'll tell you right now, I'd go.
You'd do it.
Oh, I love
And,
barbecue.
and on the billboard, it said, "Don't worry, we wash our hands after rubbing our butts." Would you be more likely or less likely? Because that's kind of funny, right? They meant
yeah, the pork.
the pork butt.
Is that the same place where you can eat and get something else?
Get gas?
What was that?
No, that was a gas station. They said eat here and get gas, or it was a hot dog. It was a
No, it was a.
eat here and get gas.
Yeah,
yeah.
yes. A lot of
There's a
different
restaurant,
places
yeah.
now. Just like the village station right here in Delcom.
Yeah.
You get gas and you can eat
Yeah,
there.
eat here and get gas.
Yeah.
All right, Dad, while you prep for On Top of Old Smokey, let me check in with some more. Miss Mary LaSalle's checking in. Miss Victoria McGowan in Oregon, Dad. Miss Brenda Thibodeau saying hello. Miss Judy Bellard, hello from Baton Rouge. Let's see. Mike Higginbotham saying hey, guys.
Hey,
Eric Robichaud saying hi. Mr. Philip Nunez checking in.
Philip.
And Ms. Joyson, you like that football? That's Ed Ogeron and Joe Burrow autographed. It's a game ball like they use in the game. It
The one
wasn't
next
played
to
in
my
the
mom
game.
and daddy.
The one next to your mom and dad, yeah. You know, I like to have like a show and tell up there
Yeah,
sometimes. Coco knows French and he can sing in French, Dad. That's a cool,
Good.
interesting fact
Yes.
about Coco. All
That's
right,
great.
so he can pray in French too. That's kind of cool.
Yes, I tell you what. That,
Oh, Luke Landry. He said, Brian Campbell, you were a pretty little girl once. Remember the Delcom High School Womanless pageant?
Ooh,
I fit in one of my sister's dresses. Oh man, Luke, I'm gonna have to try to find one of those pictures for show and tell, man. Good call.
You and Jared.
Jared, Jamie,
Yeah.
Barry.
The whole boy.
All right.
Maybe Luke?
I would deny, but there's photos of that. Miss Deanna Suarez, Jamie Lynn Jenkins checking in. Mr. Eugene Garcia.
Hi.
Awesome. All right, Dad, you ready? And Miss Raven Fox said she likes your shirt. She said that's a pretty shirt.
Thank you.
All right, let's get to on top of Old Smokey. Now, you guys probably know the children's versions with the meatballs and the spaghetti. And we're actually going to play that version. Dad and I are putting together like a children's concert to specifically, engage like the elementary kids so that Miss Jody could share it to their students. So we got to make sure it's rated G. So I got to watch my innuendo comments and jokes. But we're going to play some children's classics. And so we're going to do the On Top of Old Smokey all covered with cheese when we do the kids show. So, but this is the original On Top of Old Smokey. Did you remember what was on top of Old Smokey, Dad? Or when you read the words, it reminded you? Like if I quizzed you and said, what was on top of Old Smokey?
Cheese. But we know the original version is
It's dandruff, yeah. All right, here we go.
Okay.
Everybody sing along if you know it. On top of Old Smokey, all covered with snow, I lost my true lover, far courting too slow. Curtains of pleasure, and parting is green, and false-hearted lover is worse than a thief. A thief will just rob you and take all you have, but a false-hearted lovers take you to your grave. The grave will decay you, turn into dust, and it just is slumber a poor boy can trust. So come all you lovers and listen to me. Don't place your affections on a green willow tree. The leaves will all wither, the roots will all die. be forgotten, and you'll never find on top of a Smokey, all covered with snow. I lost my true lover, far poured to snow. Melissa said she never heard those lyrics. You ever heard this lyric, Dad? On top of old Smokey, all covered with snow, I lost my true lover to a couillon from Mo. You never heard that one? You never heard that one before?
No.
I think that was the original
Man,
lyrics.
You could write some songs there.
I think that was the original lyrics, and then they
They
decided, they decided to go.
Well, they found out that was true because I don't think there's some couillons in Mo.
We let's see, Miss Viola Fontenot checking in. She said, "Is this Brian's father or his grandfather?" She's watching.
Which
Dad,
one?
We have to remember a lot of people gave up like the book face and the Twitter snaps and
So
the
they
and the,
might
and the
be first-time
Snapstagrams.
viewers.
And yeah, we have probably a lot of first time viewers.
Yeah.
So Miss Viola, the person, Dad, raise your hand. Who are you?
I am Brian's dad,
Yeah,
and the one picture on the mantle is my dad or Brian's
yeah, Papa.
grandfather.
Yeah. I thought we were at like one of those meetings. My name is Pat, and I am the father.
My daddy was born in Forked Island.
Forked Island. All right,
And he
Miss
moved away
Victoria
when
said
he-
she wants to hear the cheese one. So you're going to hear that one when we do our
We
kids
can
show.
do it before the kids
Oh,
show.
nah, we got to do it on the kids show. Dad, there's probably not a lot of songs we could play on the kids show, so we got to
Oh, we
have
can
our
still play it on the kids.
Jamie Jenkins, happy Easter to you. Thank you for checking in. And your daughter said she's never heard those lyrics before, Dad.
You know what? Today, this morning, was the first time I ever saw myself. When I saw that, I said, whoa! And it just so happened that I knew the melody real well. And
Dad's
I
versatile,
didn't know
y'all.
either.
Miss Deanna wants me to ask you if you knew Johnny Romero. He went to school in Delcom. You know what Johnny Romero?
Johnny Romero.
Who's his mom? Who's his mom and them? All right, let's move on.
You know, I have taught
A lot of people.
thousands of people. I taught
Millions.
I taught
and
15
millions.
years before I became principal. And
It's all good.
Okay.
All right, you ready for the next song?
Yes.
I'm sure y'all are wondering what the next song is.
Wondering what it is. Well, maybe they didn't all see the list.
Well, I know they didn't. I was just trying to do a segue. You ever heard of a segue?
Yeah,
Those little
that's
buggies.
Where some people stand up.
Those little-
How they don't capoter out
That's
the
what
road.
you know. Dad would be great once the quarantine ends, man. You could be working at the Walmart, greeting everybody, and asking them if they would you like a buggy. Give them a little Segway,
Yeah.
cruising around. Or you could be one of those security guards, boy, and you could be like, no. You could like if somebody's trying to, take something.
Mm-hmm.
No,
Oh, yeah, no, don't do that.
don't do that. All right, here we go.
Wondering. I'll do my best.
Oh, you're gonna do fine.
By Webb Pierce. Wondering who's kissing you. Wondering if you're wondering too. Every hour of the day since you've been away, I keep wondering, yes, wondering if you're wandering too. I pray every night to the good Lord above to send back to me the one I really love. Wondering, wondering who's kissing you. Wondering, wondering. I pray every night to the good Lord above to send back to me the one I really love. Wondering, wondering if you're wondering too. Wondering, wondering if you're wondering too. Wondering, wondering who's kissing you. Wondering, wondering if you're wondering too. Every hour through the day since you've been away, I keep wondering, yes, wondering if you're wandering too. I pray every night to the good Lord above to send back to me the one I really love. Wondering, wondering who's kissing you. Wondering, wondering if you're wondering too. I pray every night to the good Lord above. I'll keep wondering, yes, wondering if you're wandering too.
Good job, Dad.
Thank you.
Man, lots of feedback today, Dad. Your dad.
I'll tell you what, since somebody said, see if you can play something by, I don't know if it was Ray Price. Man, I started looking, I find all kind of old songs that
Yeah, they opened up one of them.
I never played them myself, but I know the melody.
They opened up them panda boxes. You know, one of them Pantera boxes.
Oh, yeah.
Miss Corman says your dad seems like he couldn't harm a fly. Who was the disciplinarian in the family? Well, I don't want to name any names. However, it wasn't my father. Miss Nola wants to know, where is Forked Island?
Most of the people, y'all kind of knew what I wanted and what.
Now that's a good point.
And y'all did kind of, I kind of led by example.
It's a different way of discipline. You know, and I'm speaking honest here. I'm not joking.
I never raised my voice, but
there was a couple exceptions. But you know what's worse than anything from my dad? It wasn't a spanking. It's for my dad to say, I'm disappointed. You know, you really. But for me, I didn't want to disappoint my dad growing up, so that was worse than any kind of disciplinarian. All right, where's Forked Island, Dad? How many miles south of Campbell?
Forked Island.
Someone's asking. Yeah, Miss Nola wants to know where's Forked Island.
It's about 4 miles south of Cow Island.
Yeah, there you go.
No, Forked Island is about I'd say about 13 miles, 10 miles south of Kaplan.
Yeah. And if you've ever seen photos of Jamaica, Cozumel, the Cayman Islands, erase that from your memory and just think of like the opposite of that. And that's because an island here doesn't mean like an island. It's land surrounded by mostly like swampy waters.
They had no roads out of. They had to pass over a levee.
Yeah.
That they made out of a ditch to get out of there. Back in the old days.
Drove the Chevy to the levee, but the levee was wet. All right, let's see, Dad. While you set up for your next song, I'm flipping through some more comments. I'm trying to keep up. Luke Landry, excellent job, Dad. Luke wants you to know.
Luke Landry, you ever heard that song, Wanderin? Man, that's he just,
Larry, Mr. Larry Boy. He had a repertoire. He had a
Luke. Oh yeah, Larry does. Yeah. I'm sorry, I was thinking of Luke. Larry,
Mr. Luke. Well, Luke is the one that said good job, but remember, yes. Luke had a lot of musical influence from Mr. Larry. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Hey, Matt Campbell's checking in.
Hey, Matt.
Yeah.
Yes.
Always thought that Uncle Daryl's kids had a resemblance to Papa.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I'm walking the floor over you. You ready? Let's see. Let me see if I can find it. What's wrong?
It was flipped wrong.
That happens.
You left me and you went away. You said that you'd be back in just a day. You've broken your promise. You left me here alone. I don't know why you did, dear, but I do know that you're gone. I'm walking the floor over you. I can't sleep a wink, that is true. I'm hoping and I'm praying as my heart breaks right in two. I'm walking the floor over you. Now, darling, you know I love you well. Love you more than I can ever tell. I thought that you wanted me and always would be mine. But you went and left me here with troubles on my mind. I'm walking the floor over you. I can't sleep a wink, that is true. I'm hoping and I'm praying as my heart breaks right in two. I'm walking the floor over you.
How far is Delcombe from Lafayette? Would you say as the crow flies or as 339 winds around with no shoulders? Would you say about 12 miles?
Brian,
I mean, I'm talking like Verot 339.
I would say that if I guess from Delcombe, I would say it's about maybe 12 to 15, 15 miles, 15 miles.
Yeah. So about that. But we are, Delcombe, I don't think there's any town, not to say we're the furthest southern town, but there's no town like south of us as it is to the, like, I'm talking like direct line to the Gulf. Like Henry's off to the side, Boston's off to the side. Like you, in other words, you could take the canal, go to a coastal, and...
Well, I tell you what, if you take the Delcombe Canal by New Carlin, and it goes straight south, you go 100 yards out of Delcombe, and it's just marsh on both sides.
That's what I was getting to. All right, Dad. Let's move right along to Walk through this world with me, and then after I got a neat little halftime thing I'm gonna do with you, Dad.
God, I can't wait for that.
All right. Well,
Brian
depends
never
if it's
goes
good.
over what he's going to say
Yeah,
or do.
I don't like to do that.
That's
And
because he has nothing in writing, believe me. Just all
well,
off the top
part
his
of it's my dyslexia, but if I get my mind stuck on something I want to say, then it gets in the way of the brainstorm that's happening in my head, and that gets in the way.
So
But,
you have a lot of pros and cons about dyslexia.
oh, and it's just learning about the pros, but yeah, that's why I don't like to rehearse. I just kind of tee it high and let it fly.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you ready?
Okay, yeah. The next song, Walk Through This World With Me, I want to dedicate this song to my brother-in-law and sister-in-law, Walter and Madeline Toops. They've just celebrated on March 17th of this year their 50th wedding anniversary. And Walter plays the guitar really well. And I wish he could be here today playing with me, or anybody to play the guitar with me. And the story goes that when he proposed to his wife, to his fiancee Madeline, he played this song on his guitar and he sang Walk Through This World With Me. And I've heard this song before, but it never dawned on me the touching words that are in this song. It really means a lot. And both Walter and Madeline are real super nice people, good Christian people, and she has walked through the world with him. They're still going strong. So happy 50th wedding anniversary, and I'll do the best I can with it. Walk Through This World With Me by George Jones. Walk through this world with me, go where I go, share all my dreams with me. I need you so, in life we search, and some of us find I've looked for you a long, long time. And now that I've found you, new horizons I see. Come take my hand and walk through this world with me. Walk through this world with me, go where I go, share all my dreams with me. I've searched for you so, and now I've found you, new horizons I see. Come take my hand and walk through this world with me. Come take my hand and walk through this world with me.
Good job, Dad.
Thank you.
Dad, ever the helpless romantic, really setting the mood, and that was really cool, Dad. Lots of good feedback and lots of happy tears being shed. Someone wanted a closer look of, I think it was...
They don't know the color of my eyes?
Miss Merlene. Your eyes are... try to think of an analogy that comes...
My daddy had gray
let's
eyes.
see. Did he really?
And Mama had blue eyes. Eyes are so brown, they almost black.
You're my brown-eyed pop.
Yeah, hey, that's one we can do.
So I got the brown eyes too. That man, so many people commenting. Sweet, sweet song, beautiful song. Jason said very nice. Nanny Cheryl, standing ovation. Nanny Madeline, fantastic job. Pat, thank you so much.
You.
Miss Kelly, beautiful dedication. So we may have to put that one on the greatest hits track, huh?
Oh, yeah,
all right.
And then I'll get to practice a little bit.
All right, so here's our little halftime activity. You're welcome, Miss Marlene. So remember the other day, Mr. Randy Reed said he's from Mamu, and he said, you know, he's a Mamuan, you know.
Mamuan.
So I said, let me quiz my dad. I'm gonna give you some people and like where they're from, and you try to guess the city they're from. Does that make sense? So if I say Mamuan, you say, oh, they're from Mamu.
Oh, that's got to be a front new of
and this is all and this is all like legit. Like these are all like registered in the National Congress. I mean, this is the real deal right here. All right, I'll give you an easy one to start off with. Okay, where would a Pecan Islander be from?
Oh, Pecan Island.
That's right,
Pecan
and that's
Island.
what they're called, Pecan Islanders.
Man, I'm on a roll.
You know, absolutely. What about a Kaplonian?
That's Gros Kaplan. Way to go, Mike. Mike, you Big Mike's a
Kaplonian. A Kaplonian, you know, like a. Yeah. All right. What about a Crowler? You know, if you a Crowler, where you think you're from?
Crowley.
That's man. Dad's on a roll, man. And he didn't even have to call a friend. What about an Iranian? Where's an Iranian from?
In Iowa.
No, Iranian.
Oh,
An Iranian. Yeah. What about, now this one's kind of tough. What about an Abba Villager? An Abba Villager is officially the name of someone from...
I'm giving all the answers away. That's Abbeville.
Abbeville. Now this one's where it gets tough. Not a lot of people are going to get this one.
Oh, yeah.
What about a Bostonian?
Oh,
a Bostonian is from...
Not far from Henry. Boston.
From Boston. A Bostonian is from Boston.
Joey Hebert lived in Boston.
Now this is tough. Now I'm being serious. This is a tough one.
Okay.
Where would you think a Martian is from? A Martian. Maurice. Maurice. That's right. A Maurice is a Martian.
Not a Maurice.
No. That's too many syllables.
Oh, they're out of this world.
All right.
Yeah.
What about a del cambre? Because you know, like an hombre, right? Yeah. An hombre. A del cambre. That's a Delcam hombre. That's right, man. You see how this goes? Awesome. Well, we'll do a few more later. You like that little game, Pop?
Yeah. Oh man, I'm smart. I didn't know I was that smart.
Miss Nola, no, I'm not for real. I'm just joking. We just don't. I recommend not calling someone from Captain a Kaplonian. They may go payao, comme ça. Payao, comme ça. Oh, yeah. All right, Dad, let's see what else we got on our I Love. Oh, man, I'm so glad you did this song. Jason asked for it a couple weeks ago. Well, he mentioned Tom T. Hall.
Let me see here. Yeah. Okay.
Tom T. Hall. Good stuff.
I love little baby ducks, old pickup trucks, slow-moving trains and rain. I love little country streams, sleep without dreams, Sunday school in May, and hay. And I love you too. I love leaves in the wind, pictures pictures of my friends, birds of the world, and squirrels. I love coffee in a cup, little fuzzy pups, bourbon in a glass, and grass. And I love you too. I love honest open smiles, kisses from a child, tomatoes on the vine, and onions. I love winners when they cry, losers when they cry, music when it's good, and life. And I love you too.
Now, how do you know, first of all, well done, how do you know that Tom T. Hall wrote that song in Colorado? What's the clues? It's the line, bourbon in a glass and grass. I think Colorado influenced him with, you know, they do that silly plant over there.
Yeah.
That Tom T. Hall, country music,
The trees.
man. That's some throwback classics.
Sneaky snake.
I don't like old sneaky snake. He laughs too much, you see. When he goes wiggling through the grass, it tickles his underneath. So you see, Tom T. Hall had this affiliation with grass, man. All he did was sing about pot. And you realize how high you got to be to write a song called Sneaky Snake, man? You had to be high on something. High on life, high on the grass.
Well, yeah, well, no, a snake can sneak up on you.
He's dreaming about snakes in Caplonian.
I love his.
All right. Owen Como said, now I love that song, me. All right, Dad, let's see what else we got. Oh, we get to do the swinging. Oh, we get to do some karaoke. Now listen, karaoke is our version. Dad and I are just going to tap the tambourine and just sing, all right? Because the karaoke music is, it's hard to tell when to come in, you know, when you don't have the words with the karaoke song.
People, I kid you not. We have not practiced one time for this song.
But that's what I like. And
with
look,
no music.
And listen, bless Dad's heart. Dad's like, Shay, you want to practice? No, Dad, I don't want to practice. Shay, you want to practice? No, Dad, I don't want to practice. Because I want to do it. Let's just see what happens.
Well,
man.
I mean, we've never done it together.
But I know, but we've done other things together.
Wait, you want to kind of start it off?
No, well, he can't help it.
I see what you mean.
Do you want to hymn with your accordion? No? All right, you ready? 1, 2, 3. There's a little girl in our neighborhood. Her name is Charlotte Johnson, and she's really looking good. I had to go and see her. Ow! Called her on the phone. I walked over to her house, and this was going on. Her brother was on the sofa eating chocolate pie. Her mama was in the kitchen cutting chicken up to fry. Her daddy was in the backyard rolling up a garden hose. I was on the porch with Charlotte, feeling up down to my toes, and we were swinging. Swinging. Yeah, we were swinging. Swinging. Little Charlotte, she's as pretty as the angels when they sang. I can't believe I'm out here on the front porch in a swing, just a swinging. Swinging. Now Charlotte, she's a darling, she's the apple of my eye. And when I'm on a swing with her, it makes me almost high. Now Charlotte is my lover, and she has been since the spring. I can't believe it started on the front porch and the swinging, just a swinging. Swinging, yeah, we were swinging. Swinging. Little Charlotte, she's as pretty as the angels when they sang. I can't believe I'm out here on the front porch in a swing, just a swinging. Swinging. Now you can play your harmonica. Good job, Dad. Woo! Look at that. Check him out. Good job, Dad. Look, Miss Jamie Jenkins said, not practicing is what makes it fun. Oh, good job, Dad.
Thanks.
I used to love, growing up, bro, I used to love that song as a kid, man. It was a fun song. All right. How about a couple more? Dad, if you were from, or you name, I'm going to say the place and you tell me where you're from, all right? A Sicilian, if you were from Sicily, all right? It gets a little tougher. A Chalmatian is from, okay? What about a generation?
Generate.
Dad, well done. I thought you'd have tougher time. What about a Boothville Venetian?
Man, I've passed through Boothville a few times.
And we got a Jerry Abita Springer. You know, if you're an Abita Springer, you're from Abita Springs. So, good stuff. All right. Let's see. There stands the glass.
By Webb Pierce.
Webb Pierce. Little Charlotte, she's as pretty as the angels when they sang. I can't believe I'm out here on the front porch in a swing, just a swinging. I'll do my Gomer Pyle right there. What did Gomer Pyle used to say? Oh, surprise, surprise, surprise. Was that it?
And man, the sergeant. Oh, yeah, he was in the military.
All right, Webb Pierce. Hey, you haven't spoken some French. Would you just say hi or say hi? Speak
Comment
a
ça
little
va
French?
aujourd'hui, monde? Le soleil est sorti, c'est une belle journée. Et,
Shazam! That was for Jason.
D'après les proches 30 jours dans notre, je ne connais pas comment tu dis, quarantine, c'est proche. D'après moi, je peux dire dans la prison. Souhaiterais que peut-être dans quelques autres semaines, on pourra sortir d'ici et tout va être bien.
All right, words of wisdom.
Golly! Okay. That is hard to believe. This is the note I'm going to start on.
What's that? Is that the highest one you can play?
No.
Ooh, God, they don't.
There stands the glass that will ease all my pain, that will settle my brain. It's my first one today. There stands the glass that will hide all my fears, that will drown all my tears. Brother, I'm on my way. I wonder where you are tonight. I'm wondering if you're all right. I wonder if you think of me in my misery. There stands the glass up to the brim, till my troubles grow dim. It's my first one today. I'm wondering where you are tonight. I'm wondering if you are alright. I wonder if you think of me in my misery. There stands the glass, fill it up to the brim, till my troubles grow dim. It's my first one today.
Ooh, man, give me a little extra hot sauce. A little pat Tabasco. Speaking of Tabasco, man, that shirt that reminds me
It's almost checkered.
yeah, it looks like from the Martha Stewart picnic line.
Oh, a tablecloth.
Yeah, maybe a little
You know
picnic.
how your mama sews?
Yeah.
She could have made that from a tablecloth.
She tried to make me a pair of Z Cavaricis one time out of, I don't know.
What?
I think she used Dolly Parton's coat of many colors or something. It was pretty impressive though.
I tell you what, this was many years ago, and poor Mrs. Wiggins, not poor Mrs. Wiggins, Mrs. Wiggins was the home ec teacher, and during the summertime, they had some ladies that would come around during the summertime and they could sew, and your mom always loved to sew, and she sewed. She must have made 100 something of those masks to put, and she'd send them to hospital. She's still doing that. And she made me a suit. It used to be those leisure suits, and it was made with I don't know, some kind of material. And during those days I was smoking, and one ash or one spark went from my cigarette onto my suit, and I burned a hole in it the first time I wore it. She said, "I ain't sorry for you no more."
Did she point her finger?
No. I just overstressed it.
Oh, I'm joking there.
Yeah.
An ember. All right,
Yeah.
Dan. A lot of good feedback, man. They really like that song. Next up, the Mulberry Waltz.
Tous les dimanches après-midi, moi je suis là dans ma maison, après souffrir des monniers, passer d'un tas de chagrin, misère que moi je donne, voudrais que moi je pouvais passer la porte à porte. Couper la branche de mon meunier pour toi passer devant la porte de ton papa. Bébé criminel, que moi les petits enfants seraient tout le temps baigné trop, la tas de chagrin qui veut pas venir.
let me give you some commentary on what I just witnessed. So when you started playing that song, you remember what it was like when the Beatles came to America and all the people, and then like New Kids, I'm going to try to do for every generation. The Beatles came, but everybody, woo! And then the New Kids on the Block was like for the 80s and now, woo! And then the One Direction for like Whitney and then, woo! Dude, when you started playing that song, the hearts lit up, the comments, oh Lord, Belton Richard, man, it was like that. Jason, absolutely. Man, but so many people. Oh my gosh, all-time classic. Yes, ma'am, Miss Victoria, the Mulberry Waltz. So a lot of good feedback.
I appreciate
and
it.
Miss Joycelyn said the lyrics are kind of funny. What the lyrics about that song? What's that kind of about? Like funny, haha, or funny like this needs to be a Netflix documentary on a serial killer?
God they don't means what? Look.
God they
God they
don't.
don't shot keep fee, poor shot a little girl. Every Saturday afternoon, I'm there. Moshila dans ma maison. I'm there in my house. You're getting lonesome and being lonesome. He's longing for his girl, especially Saturday night.
What, Dad? He should have just like FaceTimed her. I mean, wouldn't that if you longing for your
you
girl,
didn't think of
Ira
that.
should have just FaceTimed her and they could
And
have seen
then,
each
and
other.
then the next stanza is God did don't quote fait. Look at here what he done. You cut the branch of a mulberry tree. That's where it gets its name, the Mulberry Waltz. He cut a branch of the mulberry tree so that he could watch her pass in the front of her daddy's.
Oh, gotcha.
So,
So he was a sneaky snake. So Mulberry, I get Mulberry and Mayberry confused because I thought this was a song about what's
The
that dude?
Mulberry.
Andy Griffith? I thought it was a song about Andy Griffith. All right, Dad. Great job today, as always. Hope everybody enjoyed our little concert. We're gonna end it with "You Are My Sunshine."
We've got 3 minutes.
And if we got time, we'll talk to we'll interact with our peeps.
No, I think it should end just.
Well then hold off, Pop. Let's talk.
Okay, well, it don't matter.
Let's see what else.
I
we
want
got.
to say that I really enjoyed it, and Riddell, I hope you're doing well. I hope you're feeling good. Too bad we can't visit.
Miss Deanna Suarez says your music brings back good memories. When I was younger, listening to country music with my mom and dad. That was a.
I'm going to ask her. I think I texted her today. Deanna, were you married to Dan Suarez?
Listen to the
And
radio.
then she'll answer. It takes a little while.
Listen to
She'll
the
answer.
radio.
She'll answer. I don't have to wait.
Let's spend the night together, baby.
And
don't go.
Dan had a beautiful head of hair.
Listen it on the radio.
No.
Let's see. All right, y'all ready to sing along? All right.
My sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. The other night, dear, as I lay sleeping, I dreamed I held you in my arms. But when I woke, dear, I was mistaken, and I held my head and cried. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away.
Hit it, Pop.
Louisiana, my Louisiana, the place where I was born. White fields of cotton, green fields of clover, the best fishing and long tall corn.
special goodbye. We'll see you tomorrow to all of you Pecan Islanders, Kaplonians, Crowlers, Iranians, Abba Villagers, Young's Villains, Bostonians, Martians, Delcombres, Villeplatians, Abita Springers, Boothville Venetians, Sicilians, Chalmatians, Church Pointers, and Generations. We'll see you all tomorrow.
We love y'all. God bless y'all.